And we are back again with another video, finally. Figured I'd make a video today and show some of the stuff that I picked up at garage sales. Pretty much throughout this day, my town does a big sort of town-wide garage sale, and I picked up a lot of interesting stuff, so I'll go ahead and get showing it to you without further delay. So the first is a bunch of watches that I actually picked up. I picked up 5, I think, and I'll show you some of, well, I'll show you all of them, but I'll show you some of them kind of at once. So I've got these 3 are the mechanical watches. These are all, well, these 2 are hand wind, and then this one over here is an automatic. And they're all working, they're all keeping time pretty well. This is a Caravel, it looks like. They look like they're all from the 70s. This one's a Caravel. Never heard of that brand before, but it looks in good condition and it's keeping pretty good time. This one is a Timex. Again, hand wind, and again keeping good time. It's been running all day, pretty much since I bought it. I wound it up, and it's on the right time as it is now. It also has a date, which I have not set. And then here, like I said, this is an automatic. This is a, what brand is this? Oh, this is another Caravel. I think Caravel might be a subsidiary of Bulova, I think. I pulled the case back off of this and it said Bulova on the back. So this one is a day date. You can see it has the dual language date, so right now it's in the Spanish mode. I'm sure it has the English day as well. This one, actually, the crown broke off of it, so it doesn't work right now. It does work, but I have to get a new crown put onto that, so hopefully I can get that done quickly and cheaply. But yeah, 3 very nice looking watches, I think. Next we've got some quartz ones. This one is a Seiko, little Seiko dress watch. Minute and hour hand only, no second hand, and look how very nice and thin that is. Came on this nice black lizard skin kind of band. There's the back. There's another. This is I think it's a Wrangler watch, which I've never heard of before. I don't know if that's what that is affiliated with, but it's a nice little field watch looking thing. Again, neither of these were running, but all they took was a new battery, and they're all working fine. And finally, what is this? This is a C Star, I think it is. Can't quite read the font, but it's got this weird kind of 70s future looking thing. And again, wasn't really working, but new battery sorted it all out fine. Now we'll move on. So I also got some nice little pens here. This one is a Cross. It's a Cross Chrome, I think. And it's just a nice little ballpoint pen here, roller ball pen, chrome body and all of that. And then this is the box says Parker, but it's actually, there's one Cross and one Parker in here. Let me just open that up for you. Yeah, this is a Parker, or sorry, this is a Cross, and then this one's actually a Parker. So it's supposed to be a matching set, but that got switched around, so it happens. That's what happens when you buy stuff at garage sales. You never quite know what you're getting, but hey. I'll move on. I did get some games as well. I got 2 Atari games. This one is Airlock. Never heard of that game before, so I'm wondering what it's like. And this one is the label came off. I'll have to reattach that, but this is Space Cavern by Apollo. So 2 Atari games there. Haven't gotten a chance to test it because unfortunately my Atari is dead, so I'll have to find a way to fix that or get a new one or something. Another game, this is Forza Motorsport 4 for the 360. This game actually keeps its value pretty well. At GameStop it's still fairly expensive, and on eBay and stuff like that, so I was happy to find this for, I think I paid $2 for it. So I was happy to get that. It's also the 2-disc version, because sometimes you find the 1-disc version which doesn't have all of the doesn't have all the bonus content, but this has the 2nd disc extra content. So this is a loose disc for the Dreamcast. This is Sword of the Berserk. And yeah, it's just a loose CD here. It does work though, I tried it out. Pretty good game from what I've played, but yeah, it works, which is very nice. Just a loose CD there. I also have... where is it? I can't seem to find it, but I also got NHL 2K for the Dreamcast. Not just kind of out of curiosity. Not really out of any kind of love for... here it is. NHL 2K for the Dreamcast, just more out of curiosity than anything. And then, again, Asteroids for the PlayStation. Again, more out of curiosity. These sort of early 2000s kind of remakes of arcade games are always kind of weird, but hey. Next we have a CD, the Beatles 1 album, just a CD in sort of a blank generic case. But yeah, good album, and it does work. I have tried it out. Some DVDs here. Let's see. Airplane, Saving Private Ryan, 12 Angry Men. One of these packs, these 50 horror classics movie pack. If you don't know what this is, it's basically just a collection of public domain, which is old and out of copyright, movies slapped onto DVDs. They're not really worth the original asking price, which I think was somewhere around $30 or $40, because the movies aren't in great quality and not all of the movies are very good. But for $1, it is a good way to get some old classic horror movies like Nosferatu's on there, Metropolis, which isn't really horror, but The Last Man on Earth, which is pretty good with Vincent Price. Yeah, Phantom of the Opera, that sort of thing. So, To Kill a Mockingbird, a Civil War documentary collection set or something like that. And let's see. I got this little calculator as well. A little solar-powered calculator. That's it. Just a simple little thing there. A box set of the first season of Law and Order. And a book on tape of the first in the Thrawn trilogy of Star Wars books called Heir to the Empire. Sorry, just a book on tape there. So that's sort of the first half of what I wanted to show you. I also have a lot of books that I picked up, but I'll have to switch camera angles to do those because, like I said, there's a lot, and I'm not going to go through them kind of one by one. I'll just sort of overview them, set them out on the floor, and do that. So I'll change the camera up and go over those in a second. So here we are looking at the all of the books kind of laid out on the floor, and like I said, I'll just kind of go through them kind of quickly, not really one by one, and sort of maybe talk a little bit about some of the more interesting ones. This one looks almost like sort of a textbook, which I found interesting, like a textbook for college film classes, which I thought would be interesting. It's about film history and stuff like that. This kind of struck my eye. It's a kind of fantasy novel about like proto-Native Americans sort of coming across the Bering Ice Bridge. Sounded interesting. Star Trek book. Always like to pick those up. Photography guide. Some Lovecraft. A book on the Third World War. These are always interesting to read for almost like an alternate history type thing. Written in 1985 about what some author or some generals thought the Third World War might look like. Conquering Gotham, that's about Penn Station. The Intrepid. This is all about sort of Chris Crafts, which are these nice wooden boats from the 1950s. And here we've got an official Olympic souvenir program from the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics. So, yeah, those are all of the books that I got. Books are usually very cheap, so it's nice to kind of be able to pick them up. 10 cents each usually is the going price. Some of these bigger ones you maybe pay a whole $1 for up top. But yeah, so those are all the books that I picked up. That's all the other stuff that I picked up as well. And yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching, and maybe I'll see you again soon, but probably not with my current upload schedule, which is not at all. So yeah, that's about it.